Obviously we're not partial to any team up here, but I am breathing a sigh of relief for Bradley Beal and the Wizards because non-contact, twisting, sternum, lots of pain like that. That looked dicey there for a minute. And fantastic news he's back.
Fantastic indeed. And as Smitty said, you never know what's going on in that situation, and you hope for the best, and certainly we're getting that here. But, for someone who's been at times snake-bitten and had a lot of issues with his health, missed some considerable time. I thought last year had a great body of work, was healthy, was productive, and you want to see him do well. You want to see this team do well, and they need Bradley Beal healthy, playing at an all-star level like he did last year. So I'm glad that, this is nothing major.
And it is, and also for that organization. It just seems like Grant and Rick, John Wall's out, Bradley Beal's playing well, and vice versa. Just want to see those two be healthy the entire season, get a chance to be on the same page. And you're just looking at this team, you root for them just because they have so much talent. You want to see them in a conference final or either playing to get to the conference final to see how they can go, because they were one of the teams we've been talking about for the last 2 or 3 years, and they've been disappointed. A lot of times it's been because of injuries. A couple times they've lost some series just because they didn't play well enough.
They've been knocking on that door, but that door has not opened for them in terms of going, advancing. It kind of reminds me of the Clippers with Blake and CP3 in the West. Like they were good, talented. We love watching them, expectations, but just couldn't get over that final hurdle or maybe a couple of hurdles. Beal, by the way, 10 points in 8 minutes on 5 of 6 from the field. So he's talking about Steph cooking. Beal is cooking in this one as well. And it's interesting, the Wizards are down to their third-string center. Dwight Howard still hasn't played for them. He's out. Jan Mahimi is out. And Jason Smith, the third-string center, had to get the start tonight.
Yeah, it is. And Jason's a veteran, but obviously he doesn't have the dynamics of a Dwight Howard to draw that type of attention. He doesn't bang like that. And Mahimi's one of those guys that you love, great in the pick and roll, can make plays by catching and getting to the rim. They need at least one of those guys back to give them that third punch, I think, in the scoring for them to be able to get over the hump. They've never really had a big that they could solidify to play along with John Wall and Bradley Beal.
No question, Smith. And it's sort of like a three-headed monster. I mean, I think of like the old Bulls teams. Not saying they're as good as the Bulls teams, but they had, Longley and Carter. They had a bunch of guys. So depending upon matchups. So if you can get everyone healthy and everyone contributing, then depending upon the game, matchups, who's doing what, you have a lot of different weapons. But obviously, health is important, and for a team, as you said, Smitty, where you worry about their window, this is desperation time for this franchise. Yes. And you start thinking if they don't finally get to that next level, then you have to start wondering, do you make some major moves? I know it's early, but that's kind of where they are right now. And so they have to have a productive season, and they have to be healthy and have all their guys out there in order to get the most out of this team.